Welcome back once again, Spazites, to another Power Miners review. Today we have the underground mining station, numbered as number 11, which I'll show you the sticker here shortly. Even though it is not a vehicle itself, it does come with a small mini vehicle that does not have... It's more of a drone. It has no driver's seat. It's more of a little drone for somebody to walk behind and use as a dump truck vehicle, and I just broke it. But you can rebuild this set into a much smaller and more compact underground pickup truck looking thing that's actually really cool. I do want to get a second set of this just so I can build that pickup truck. Also, another really cool thing is that big green wheel that you see in the background there. This is the only set that comes in that color. And I believe there's only one or two other sets that actually use that element, but in a different color. So I thought that was pretty cool to mention as well. We also have this little dump trucky thing in two different colors, which is pretty neat as well. It's pretty rare, the element for me to see. This does come with 1, 2, 3 minifigures and a big rock monster. I really wish with the size of this set, as well as the titanium command rig, that they would have... Oh wait, no, the titanium command rig did come with a smaller rock monster. I wish that this one came with a small rock monster as well. This was an exclusive to either the Lego store, Target, or Toys R Us. I do not remember. There were 2 exclusives and 1 limited edition for this series, and this was one of them. Anyway, before we get started with the review and all the play features, I wanted to pull out a tape measure and measure this, because it is easily the largest, at least the longest set of the series. And let's see, I'm going to turn it around so that we can measure it from the back end of the wheel here all the way to the end here. So it's kind of a beast. It has to be on the shelf almost completely alone on my shelves, because it literally is as wide as a shelf for my bookshelves that I get. So anyway, I'll do it over here so that you can see the end better. From edge of the wheel to the edge of the furthest element, we have roughly 22 inches, or what is that? 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 56 centimeters, I believe. So it's let's see, 1 foot 11 inches, 1 foot 10 inches, 1 foot 11 inches, something like that. And like I said, it's what is it, 50 some odd, 56 or 57 centimeters, which is pretty cool. And then we also have, from bottom to top here, the tippy top of these little antenna, we have 15 inches, or 38 centimeters. Now, let's remember those numbers, because I brought out the second largest set, the titanium command rig, which has more pieces, but isn't quite as large. Now, as far as our length goes, in this mode, it is, let's see, from, this one's a little trickier to measure. Let's see, from the very back of that to the tip of this, we have about 18 inches. And then in this mode, it is only just under 9 inches tall. But then you switch it over to drilling mode, or drilling down mode, and it becomes considerably taller than the other set. But it does take off some of the length. So now the length is only 16 inches. But now it is 17 and a half inches tall, or 40, in between 44, 45 centimeters. So yeah. Now that we've finished with that, I'm going to put the titanium command rig aside, and we are going to start on our actual review of the underground mining station. So we'll be right back after a quick cut. Okay, and here we are. First, I'm going to put my tripod back a little, and we're going to look at our minifigures. So we've got this guy with a little scar on his cheek and a little bit of dirt on his temples. And then he's got a secondary angry face. He has a driller symbol on his shirt. Now, again, like I was pointed out a few videos ago, a few Power Miner videos ago, some of these shirts I have wrong. So I've actually got to go through and look at a very detailed picture and see which guys are supposed to have which shirts. Then we have another guy with a cool walkie-talkie with a controller on it. This is the guy who controls our little dumper. And there we go. And he has a different scar on his face and a little scuff above his eyebrow. He also has a little scar there. And then he has a worried face as well. I'm not actually that familiar with this character. And he's got the little old-fashioned, old-timey bomb on his shirt. So, boom. And then our third minifigure is... he's a pretty happy-go-lucky guy. Boom. None of these guys came with the, the goggles or visors. They all have open faces. And let's see, he's got some extra lines on his body for, to resemble dirt, I guess. He's definitely, he needs a shave too. I think all of these figures are unique to this set. Because none of them look like the guys I'm familiar with. No one's got the plane on his head. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Also, we've got our big rock monster with the same feature as all the other rock monsters. He's got a couple crystals on his back. And I believe we've already got the yellow rock monster in a set. But I treat the rock monsters as a type of rock monster. So even though they have a name, and as far as the set goes, they're individual characters, I like to think that, all these they're a generic style, and each of them has their own personality. So I consider them all the rock monsters individuals. I don't think that all the red ones are the same character and all the blue ones are the same character. Now, obviously, a lot of the power miners, I think, are unique individuals. But they have a lot of duplicates, just because they actually are, in the storyline, a lot of duplicates. But the rock monsters, they could be legion. So anyway, let's go and check out some of the features here. Let's zoom back out here. And one of the biggest play features of this set is the giant spinning wheel in the back. It operates this. And this is holding some crystals in it that then go into this bucket here and dump down this slide into this dumper right here. So let's see if we can get it to work. It doesn't always want to work. It worked. Oh wow, one of them bounced out and landed in the bucket. But yeah, all three of them went down the chute and into the bucket, and then you just let it go here. Oh, there is still one crystal in there, so it didn't dump out all the way. And then it rolls all the way down, well, halfway down the line. There's probably something I could do to fix that if I really tried. And then, yeah, then it's down there. I'm not sure why crystals get loaded in here just to be brought up here, unless this is supposed to be much longer in, reality. And this is the mining station over here, and then this is where everything gets dumped to be taken to the surface or to the underground science lab, which actually would be a great idea. I think we need to make an underground science lab. I've got some mocking I want to do when I get duplicates of these. I've also started separating all of our spare parts, and I'm keeping close note as to how much lime green and orange I have. Okay, so now that I've gone over the biggest feature, I'm going to take the the phone off of the tripod and show you a lot of the small details and the smaller features of the set. And I know this is already kind of a long video, but this is a big set. There's a lot to it. So we'll start over at this end, where we've got a little control panel for this giant wheel thing. We have a big spotlight up here. Of course, it doesn't work. There are ways you can mod it and get electronics to make it actually light up if you really wanted to, which, you know, now that I think about it, would be really awesome. He's got a couple of little barbed wire circles here. There's actually some on the other side too. And I'm not sure why they're there. I don't think the rock monsters are going to be affected by the barbed wire. Another thing that is a little disappointing to me is I really would have liked to see a ladder clipped down the side. I know it would have been long to get him all the way down. Either a ladder or another little winch pulley operated elevator just to get him up to there. But that's something I could do in the future for modding if I really wanted to. We've got all this detail here. We've got engines used in a way that I've never seen before, which is pretty cool. Of course, those could easily be the engines that are operating this giant wheel over here, which is really cool. Now you can get a good look at the chute. Hi! The chute down there that leads to here. And then here's our pole that the thing goes on. This is it's got a rubber band on the other side too. When it goes up, it's made to go back. We do have this little pipeline section here that goes from here all the way down. We've got a couple of cool knobs here and a thing to make sure the pipeline is working. Some what is that? Controls or dials. Pressure gauges. That's it, gauges. We do have some weapons here. Not weapons, tools here. We got a pick and a shovel. We've got some crystalline formations down on the ground all over the place, which is really cool. Got some crystal formations here, and then all the way on the other side, we have even more crystal formations, including some lightsaber sticks. In here, we've got the Power Miners lunch. They're very healthy. They like to eat their carrots and get their potassium or whatever's in carrots. I think bananas are potassium. Here, we actually do have a ladder to the control room. A different control room. This one I'm not sure what this one's for. There's a lot of lights here, and there's also a 4-launcher flick missile for dynamite. That's pretty intense. Let's see, the inside of the control room, we do have a glow-in-the-dark sticker here. Here's our number 11 that I was talking about earlier. And then on the other side, we have another sticker with some minor glow-in-the-dark applications. Trying to get my phone to zoom in. There we go. And like I said, here's some lights, some very dusty lights from the looks of it. And then here's our control room. We do have a really nice, let me see, can I just pop this roof off here, or does it not? I don't think the roof is made to just pop off like most of them because it's very open in the back. But you can see we've got quite a few buttons and dials there. We also have what appears to be a fire extinguisher and another walkie-talkie. I'm assuming that's so that the guy on the walkie-talkie can go talk to this gentleman operating another walkie-talkie down here. If I could zoom and focus, there we go. Another walkie-talkie. Of course, that's a controller, so I'm not sure. Maybe he's communicating with that guy up there. Anyway, where was I? I need to zoom back out. There we go. Okay, like I said, lots of lights, lots of little lights everywhere on this thing. Here's more of the barbed wire circles, and then here's a little place for minifigures to stand. Lots of places for minifigures to stand and operate. Now this actually does have a ladder. It's a very narrow walkway, but I'm guessing that's how they get up to the control room there with that ladder. This almost looks like a big hang off the side of a building air conditioning unit, which is really cool. I just love the way it works, and it's actually a pretty simple build. These are really common pieces here, and this is just a 2x4 brick, and then I believe this one right behind it is a 2x4 brick as well. Pretty easy to attach that to the side of a building, and I mean, that's what it looks like to me. And it very obviously looks like that. So, I mean, the designer of this set did a great job. So, yeah. Anyway, like I said, I do want to get a second version of this set. or a second copy of this set so I can do the alt build for it, which is a big truck. And then I'll just have the truck here as part of the set. And then maybe I'll try and build something of myself or add something onto this set with all the spare pieces that I have from the second set. Anyway, this has been a pretty long video as it is. If you've tuned in this far, I really appreciate it. And yeah, if you're not already subbed and you like this video, feel free to drop me a sub. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow a lot. It's completely free for you to do. And yeah, feel free to comment down below. Thumbs up would be appreciated. And yeah, until next time, as usual, be kind, happy hunting, and goodbye. Don't forget to wash your hands, and if you happen to go out, please wear a mask. Bye! Bye, everybody. Squeak, 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 squeak.